motivators. How are you? I'm so blessed to be with you today. I have a fresh word from God and I'm excited. How are you doing? Replay viewers, go ahead and put hashtag replay in the comments. Listen, my name is Coach P. Angela Jones. I am a proud senior leader and the director of SheEO Cares in the SheEO district. SheEO Cares is an acronym, and CARE stands for Christian Advocates, reassuring and empowering our sisters. And here in this district, in this organization of women who are interrupting mediocrity to pull out the leader inside of every woman possible, we also care about your spirit. We care about your soul. We care about your body. We care about your heart. We care about your thoughts. We care about the woman behind the business. And so every Monday and Thursday, myself and Denise Henry and Jamaican Townsend, we are here as the CARES team to encourage and inspire you. Get somebody on here while I'm explaining all of this. We are here to encourage and inspire you and to motivate you on this journey of entrepreneurship. You're going to need support. You're going to need love. You're going to need sisterhood. Don't do it alone. There's not one millionaire, one billionaire in the world that did it by his or herself. No, we need each other. And so we're growing together this year in our theme, wealthy. Inside of that word here in the SheEO district, we've made our own definition. Sometimes you have to just make up your own words that inspire you. And so wealthy is spelled with a W this year in the district. And so it's WHEALTHY, because there's three words in there that we're really applying. There's wealthy, that speaks towards legacy. There's health, that speaks toward you getting your body, your mind, and your spirit and your money in a place of strength. And then there's heal, which speaks toward our spirit, which speaks toward us really becoming whole. And so we're doing all of that this year in many different facets. Well, here specifically inside of the CARES department, our theme is two are better than one. We've just made up our mind to agree with God that two are better than one. I need my sister and my sister needs me. And so every month we're having a different theme that connects to the bigger theme of two are better than one. Well, we're at the end of March, ladies, and in March, we're talking about I Stand Corrected. How you may need a sister to come into your life and correct you in love. Last year, I would love you guys to go back and do a search on the videos. You can type in correct in love. And last year in the morning motivation, we did an awesome series on being corrected in love. How God uses the word to correct. It's okay to recorrect, to course correct, and go a different path. And so this is really part two of that. I stand corrected because there are times where God wants to get you to see it a different way. And ladies, if you would just take the time to see it a little bit differently, God can do some big things in your life. Well, I want to talk about the widow and the oil. This is one of my favorite stories, okay? Because it speaks toward looking again. Sometimes, ladies, we have to look again. So you have a widow in 2 Kings 4. Go back and read it. And she's coming to her husband's employer. So her husband worked for the ministry. Her husband died. She goes to her husband's ministry, aka his job, his boss, and says, listen, my husband died. He worked good for you. He was a great prophet. He did everything you asked him. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the joker that just clocks in to get his change. I'm talking about the one that comes in early and stays late. That was my husband. And now we are in debt because he's gone and they coming to get my kids. I'm coming to you, my husband's employer. What can you do for me? I love this part because the prophet Elijah, he's not moved at her coming to him with the request. He says, what do you have in your house? Now, as a woman and as a wife, I stop right there and I'm thinking to myself, I'm in grief. The Bible doesn't say, but let's use our biblical imagination. She's probably screaming, crying, upset, hurt, mourning. She obviously doesn't have any family because she's coming to her boss's, her husband's employer, former employer because he's dead, and is asking for things. And the last thing she's thinking that he's going to say is, what you got? I didn't come here. I didn't travel here. I didn't pack up my house and get my kids together and come to see you to ask you for something, for you to ask me, what do I have? Nonetheless, that's what he asked her. And she says, nothing. I don't have a thing. That's why I'm here. And so sometimes we can be looking in our situation, ladies, and it doesn't look like anything is there. I don't see anything. I don't feel anything. Don't ask me to look because I don't see nothing. That's why I'm coming to you. That's why I'm seeking you. God, there's nothing going on in this business. I don't see what you said. I don't see it. It's not coming to pass. I know you said it, but I don't see it. Sometimes God comes right on back to us real quick and says, what you got? And so she replies nothing. He says, I want you to go back home and I want you to borrow some pots. And I want you to take the oil that you got in your house, because she said, all I have is some oil. He said, I want you to go get some pots and borrow. Stop right there, ladies. I'm already in debt. I'm coming to you. I need your help. And you're telling me, what do I have? Okay, I have a little bit of oil. It's not that much. I can't really do anything with it. It's not even enough oil to fry some chicken. I don't have a lot. He's saying, go and borrow. Go get in some more debt. Go get in some more debt. Sometimes the correction and the instruction that's coming to you is not going to look like it's helping. But we're standing corrected. We're allowing God to give us illogical instructions. If you haven't been keeping up with us, go back and watch some of the other videos that Jamaica and Denise have been putting in here. Listen, this is a theme. We are continuing a theme of sometimes you have to look at it differently. And so she only says she has some oil. It really isn't that much. It's not enough to do anything with. Why do I need oil anyway? These are the questions that I'm asking myself, that I'm thinking she's asking him. Why are we even going here? You got it. You can help me. You have it. You can help me. But sometimes God says, you have it too. I put it in you. So long story short, ladies, the prophet asked her, what does she have? The prophet requested her to take the little that she did have, go and get in more debt, go and borrow some more, and keep pouring and keep pouring and keep pouring, and watch God do a miracle with the little that you have. With the little that you have. The long story short, she does the example. She does exactly what the prophet says to do. And she comes back to him like, I did what you said. I got all this oil. Now what am I doing? Because I still don't see the solution. I still don't get it. And he says, now go sell the oil and go live off the riches. Go pay these people back, give them their pots back, and live off the rest. And the Bible says she did just that. Number one lesson that I want you to take from this is sometimes you have to look again. Sometimes you have to look again. Number two, sometimes you have to look within. Sometimes you have to look within. You have to look again. I don't have anything. Yes, you do. And then sometimes you have to look within. I don't have anything in my house. I don't have anything in my heart. I don't have anything in my wallet. Yes, you do. And then sometimes you have to go back. She came back to the prophet and said, I did what you said, but I still don't see, I don't connect the dots. I don't see how it's going to make a difference in my life. Don't be afraid to go back to the source of understanding. Go back to the wisdom. Go back to your teacher. Go back to the person who showed you. Go back to God if you have to. Go back to the person who put you in the game. Go back to where you started so that you can get the wisdom that you need to continue. As a business owner, one thing that we face a lot is apathy. We get in the middle of this thing 2, 3, 4, 5 years in, and we get exhausted. We get tired. We get depleted, and we start looking for people to come and rescue us. When sometimes the blessing, the strength, the opportunity, the increase, the thousands, the loan, what you're looking for is right in you. It's right in your house. It's right where you started. It's right in your wheelhouse. Okay, but let's correct our steps. Listen to me today and hear this wisdom coming from my heart and my spirit to you. Sis, you have what it takes. You have it inside of you. You have every single thing you need to make the difference in your life and in the lives of those you serve. Go back and look again. Go back and see again. Go back and look within. And don't be afraid to go back to where you started to get that final completion. Listen, I love you. I pray this kind of stirred you up and motivated you. I pray that you share this with someone who is in business. No matter where she is at in business, we can all be corrected in our steps. I love you so much. The CARES team is always here for you. We're taking prayer calls 24 hours a day. If you go to the SheEOdistrict.com/cares, you can put in a prayer request. Someone will respond to it in 24 to 48 hours. And not only are we praying for you, we're praying with you. And not only are we praying with you, but we're a listening ear. And we're here to give you godly advice and wisdom. And if there's anything that we don't have that you need, we will connect you and point you in the right direction. If you want this all the time, if you want this energy and you want this vibe and you want this positivity all the time, you can have it, sis. It's right there in your wheelhouse. You can join the SheEO tribe and get into the inner circle of what's going on in the SheEO district community. You can be admitted into the SheEO Academy. You can begin to build yourself personally, build yourself professionally with courses that are crafted by experts and professionals in their field. You can come to the meetups. You can come into the brunches. You can be invited into the wisdom and the knowledge that only takes place in that inner circle. Listen, there's the outer court, there's the inner court, and there's the Holy of Holies. Sometimes you got to get outside of the outer court and get into where the good stuff is happening. And that takes place in the tribe. It is a sisterhood. It's a lovehood. It's a whole experience. It is the one defining thing that I've done in the past 2 years that has leveled me up personally, professionally, and spiritually, is connecting to this organization. So I'm not telling you something that I'm thinking about. I'm telling you something that I know, that I've experienced, that I've watched other women experience, and I've watched them grow to their highest heights. Some of the women you know, Angela Lewis, you know, our graceful and fearless leader, Kelly Bowens. You've seen these women start one place, and then now you're seeing them on billboards. You're seeing them internationally. You're seeing them on the fronts of books. You're seeing them in bookstores. So you know that this is not just hearsay. We're not just talking about it, but we're walking it out. Ilyasa and Keisha and Paula and Jasmine D. Millhouse and Marshall Weeks and Dior, the Lux Queen Honeybee. Listen, we are just growing and blossoming, and so many women in the tribe who are coming right up under them, who are emerging as leaders. There's too many to name, but it's such an amazing experience, and it's your experience too. We are not exclusive. We've been praying for you. We've been waiting on you. We've been watching you, and we want you to inquire. We want you to come and just spend that $1. It's a $1 to start your first month. And it's the $1 to start your first month that's going to change the rest of your business life, that may change the rest of your personal life, that may put you on a path that's going to change your children's life, that may put you on a path to help you find the right spouse and not settle for less. Listen, this is more than $1. This is a moment that you deserve to take for yourself. So join SheEO Tribe by going to the SheEOdistrict.com/tribe. Listen, I love you. I pray you come back next Monday or next Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Whenever you're watching this, know that we love you. We're constantly praying for you. God has good things for you in the land of the living. Listen to him and be blessed. I love you.